Hey everyone, so I'm back, Tom Franny Muscle. Another blog post that I'm going to be covering today. And this time I want to just get into some really good basic etiquette that you can do to any sort of gym environment, sporting facility environment. Three basic tips that I find are essential to just be able to go on about your business and not upset.
Great success!
So, tip number one. Big one in commercial gyms, and I've trained in all sorts of commercial, CrossFit, weightlifting. One of the biggest ones is if you're going to rack up to a big weight on your bench press, your squat, your deadlift, or putting plates on seated machines, do everyone a favour and drop it back down to how you found it at the start. There's nothing worse than going up to do a movement and finding you've got to take off someone else's weights. None of us appreciate it. I sure as hell don't like doing it, where I've had to go up and unrack someone else's weights to be able to go back to a weight or adjust the machine to sort of suit what I'm going to be doing. So just bear that in mind. That's probably one of the biggest things, and you see it so often. And you wouldn't appreciate walking up to it and having to unrack it. So do everyone else a favour, put shit back, don't upset anyone. So that's just a real basic, easy one for everyone. Number two, and this is more based around ego-driven. You get egos in gyms, you'll get them everywhere. Unfortunately, you will. People all differ. For me personally, I learnt from a young age to leave my ego at the door. It's really helped me progress in my training a lot more. And you tend to find when you speak to a lot of people that they will also advocate the same. Training in a lot of mixed martial arts gyms and boxing from a young age, and I grew up with very little confidence through school, and them sports gave me the intrinsic confidence I need to have belief in myself, which I never had when I was younger. And it's amazing what it teaches you. You come across, I've met the best people through it, best training partners, the best coaches, and they are all so humble and down to earth. It really is eye-opening to see, because these people are, genuinely high-level skilled people at what they do, and I've got a lot of time for all the people that I've trained with in the past. I always like to see and catch up with them and continue to train. And there's absolutely zero ego there. There's nothing there that anyone's there trying to outdo anybody else, or I call it peacocking, ruffling feathers. None of that. It's fantastic. It's just genuine heart-to-heart training, all focused on just benefiting each other. And I suppose it applies into, like commercial training gyms where people want to come in and show off with the max lift and, drop weights, heavy weights when they're lifting and stuff, which I get, that's fine. But I suppose it's bigger picture, Some people can be quite intimidated by people doing that in gyms, and me personally, I'm not. But especially to like newcomers in the gym, they can be quite intimidated by that. So just bear it in mind. I think the gym's for everyone. It's not about trying to be better than anybody else. It's about being better than you yesterday, the day before, making small progress day on day, and that's all I think everyone looks to do. And if we can all support each other to do that, fantastic. The last one, tip 3. This is probably the biggest one, and I've seen it quite a bit recently on social media. People filming other people in the gym to take the piss out of them for what they're doing, because they might not know what they're doing. I fucking hate it. I really, really dislike it. If you're filming someone doing something wrong, or something what they don't know what they're doing is wrong, at their expense, and you getting a few likes and a few laughs about it, what's wrong with you? It's disgraceful, Don't forget, at some point, every single one of us was new, and we had to start from learning from scratch. And I sure as hell wouldn't have appreciated it if somebody had been filming me taking the piss out of what I was doing, because I didn't know what I was doing, and because they found it funny and thought they'd share it online to boost their profile a bit. I think it's disgusting. If I've ever seen someone do something wrong or dangerous, I'll try go across to either educate or help them. Just to say, look, don't do it this way, do it that way. It's safer, or what you're doing is wrong. And ask them just a general conversation. Make them feel welcome and say, oh, what you trying to do? What's your aim here? And it's such a different approach, but it's what the world needs more of. And I know it's different between friends. My friends will take the mick out of what I do at the gym, because my training tends to be very different. My functional calisthenic stuff, I don't use many weights, so a lot of different movements involved with it. And I get the mick taken out of me. I mean, hello, but it doesn't bother me. They're my friends, and they're there saying it to my face, and I'm all for that. I'm all for having a laugh and a joke and a crack. But filming people, just to get a bit of a kick out of it, I can't stand it. Don't be that dickhead. If you see someone struggling or someone that needs help, go and help them. That's the biggest thing you can do, because that will not only sort of perpetuate a better environment, but you don't understand what difference that might make to that person. And that's massive. That's massive. You taking the mick out of them and them finding them noticing it or seeing it on social media, that could be soul crushing to someone. And they could be so nervous to go into the gym anyway, and you just made it 1,000 times worse to make them never want to go to another gym. And then they can't look after their health because they feel like they're not welcome there. Everyone's welcome at the gym. Absolutely everyone. I absolutely love seeing people go into the gym trying to better themselves. I think that's great. I think it's fucking amazing, in fact. Everyone's welcome at the gym, regardless if you're high level or just starting out. You're on a weight loss journey, or you're looking to gain weight and put size on. Fantastic. Get yourself there. Everyone's welcome. So let's make it more of a welcoming environment for everyone, regardless of what kind of gym you're training. Make sure everyone's welcome, and I think it'll just make the world a bit of a better place. So that's this one rounded up. Be getting another one done soon, guys. As I've always said, anything you want to see, let me know. Drop me a message. Don't forget to follow us on the socials at somewhere here, wherever I put them. And yeah, have a top week and stay strong. Look after yourselves. Bosh. Have a good one, guys.